Welcome back. A patient protection law sparked by a series of our investigations is now finally taking full effect 2 years after it was passed. The 2023 law requires stricter scrutiny of doctors and more transparency for patients when it comes to discipline records. But as investigator Matt Grant reports, one lawmaker who supported the measure now says it doesn't go far enough.
Your news station, in conjunction with working with us, really helped push forward that legislation to help protect our patients. So really thank you for doing that.
Texas Medical Board President Dr. Sharif Zafran says his agency is now keeping real-time tabs on doctors licensed to practice in multiple states, getting discipline, criminal, and malpractice alerts from the National Practitioner Databank, instead of relying on doctors to self-report.
That has been a huge monumental step forward in us being able to act in a timely fashion.
According to the TMB, more than 97,000 Texas physicians are enrolled in 24/7 continuous federal monitoring. Around 10,000 still need to be fingerprinted. Zafran expects full compliance by the end of the year.
We're getting very, very close. It's already been working. It's been very effective.
This comes after a 2022 KXAN investigation revealed dozens of doctors practicing with clean records, despite having licenses suspended or revoked in other states.
Obviously, I'm chagrined that it took 2 years.
Dr. Robert Henderson helped stop notorious Texas spinal surgeon Christopher Dunch, as portrayed in the Peacock miniseries Dr. Death.
He maimed people here. He killed Shelley Brennan by drilling through her vertebral artery.
In 2017, Dunch was sentenced to life in prison after botched surgeries injured more than 30 patients, leaving 2 dead. 5 years later, Henderson reviewed our findings and pushed for stronger patient protections.
I understand some of the reasons why it takes time to make these changes. I'm just glad the changes have occurred. And you brought up some very pertinent deficiencies in the system that are getting rectified.
The state-level bill's author, now Congresswoman Julie Johnson, tells us today it was a significant achievement for patient protection and accountability for bad actors practicing medicine. Texans can finally and fully realize the impact.
Oh, I think that there's more work to be done.
Republican State Senator Bob Hall wants to take it further. He's asking the board to release all complaints against physicians, sustained or not, and its investigative files dating back to 2020 to his office to review, saying more oversight and legislation is needed.
And it makes me even more determined to get them for purposes of legislation, knowing now that they want to keep them hidden.
The TMB has filed a lawsuit to block that, citing the extremely broad release of confidential patient records.
That is, from our standpoint, something that we think is very important to protect.
Matt Grant, State of Texas.
This comes as the Texas Medical Board this week suspended the license of Austin physician Dr. Jared Keeley. The board says it found he initiated and continued a sexual relationship with 2 patients during medical visits. Read more about that and catch up on our years-long series of investigations to see what led up to the new law. Look for the link in this week's State of Texas story on our website. She's a former state prosecutor and district court judge turned state senator, and now she's one of 4 high-profile Republicans running for Attorney General. Up next, our Adam Schwager sits down with Senator Joan Huffman to find out why she thinks she's the best candidate for the job.